Hi everyone, we are here back with Band of Brothers, episode 9. We are almost done with the series, which is absolutely crazy. So I got a message on Discord from one of my moderators saying that, hey, just a warning, episode 9 is going to be pretty rough. I'm kind of nervous to see what it is that is going to happen here. And also, I went live like 2 days ago, I think on Monday, and someone by the name of Mike Nice gave me a super thanks or a super chat of $299.99, which was absolutely mind-blowing. So thank you so much for that. That was huge, man. That was really huge, and I can't say thank you enough. I hope you're having a nice day, and that was very nice of you. So yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Everybody was happy to see the war coming to an end. The Germans, they realized that the end was there.
Most of them were kids. We all were kids.
We thought that the Germans were probably the evilest people in the world.
Right.
But as the war went along, we found out it wasn't the Germans per se.
Under different circumstances, we might have been good friends.
So are we in Germany now?
Tell you one thing about the Krauts, she'll clean up good.
I guess
Needs
so.
a little Mozart.
Beethoven.
Sorry, sir.
That's not Mozart.
So they, 1 month earlier.
Hey, Captain Nixon? I think so.
Captain?
His harness. I don't know.
Pass auf, Hannes, du wirst überfahren!
Did you just find that? Like,
Same destination?
Yeah.
where are you sending it to, huh?
Well, your folks are sure gonna have quite a collection.
Finders keepers.
Okay, so yeah, he is just finding loot. I thought we said we were gonna stop drinking. Is that someone else?
Making combat jumps with the 17th. I'm in supply briefings all morning. No, congratulations.
Not bad for someone who's never fired his weapon in combat, huh?
Not even with all the action we've seen.
Wow.
How'd it go this morning, the jump?
It was great.
What's going on, bud?
I got out. 2 others got out.
The rest of the boys?
Well, they blew up over Germany somewhere.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
But what? Boys, yeah. It's terrible. Guess who gets to write all the letters home?
Wow.
A visit from Colonel Sig this morning.
And Howie's the good colonel.
Concerned?
I'm concerned about him too.
Had a problem up at regiment?
What, this? Just don't like it up there.
She'll be happy to hear that Sink is transferring you back down to Battalion S3. Nix, you've been demoted.
Yeah, demoted, got you.
Oh man.
Care. Sure that you'll all be happy to know Oklahoma's still playing on Broadway.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes, sweet without a bush, it sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
Keith, you're sitting in your bayonet? Looks like there might be a breakout in Remagen. Hey. The Krauts forgot to blow up one of their bridges when they headed back over the Rhine.
Bridge?
We'd be in Berlin by now, sir, if it was us instead of them.
So when do you think we're gonna jump into Berlin, see some real action?
Why don't you do us all a favor? Don't think. Damn replacements.
Oh, jeez.
Hallelujah.
Oh no, we're back with Babyface. Dang it, is that why I'm gonna be sad?
Hey, O'Brien, relax, would you? I'm trying to read.
It's okay.
Hey, O'Brien.
Okay.
Shut up. It's because no one wants to remember your name. Show up here, replacing Toccoa men, and they're all like you. They're all piss and vinegar. When do I get to jump into Berlin? 2 days later, there they are, begging for their goddamn mother. Them dumb fucks don't even know they're dead yet. Do you understand that this is the best part of fucking war I've seen? So quit asking about when you're gonna see some action, will you?
Aww. Yeah, he didn't mean it like that though, but he's just been through a lot.
All right. $2. Nix. No, I'm out.
Cause he's out
I'll call you two.
of drinky. And he's smoking. Don't break it. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Wow.
Captain Nixon. Good to see you, sir.
Any
Think I have
mail?
some mail. Gonna drop it off this afternoon with all the other 2nd Battalion mail. Since you're here,
Thanks. Listen, I'm having some trouble finding some whiskey.
I had 69.
Exactly right.
Pickings are kind of slim here.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't realize.
Who is he?
300,000 Krauts just surrendered. We're moving out in an hour.
He hasn't had his drink yet.
Sir, your mail.
Maybe something important.
Katz is divorcing me.
She's taking everything. She's taking the dog. It's not even her dog. Taking my dog.
Jeez. I wish he could have just waited with the mail for that one.
Hitler ordered the Waffen SS to hole up in the mountains, repel all the invaders. He wants them to start a guerrilla war.
Invaders. Damn, I like the sound of that.
Hey, looks like gonna get you wish anywhere, Flannery. So Keith.
Oh, Harmony.
First thing I'm gonna do is get my job back. Then I'm gonna find me a nice Jewish girl, marry her. Then I'm gonna buy a house.
What's it about?
He's like really into it.
It's about why we're fighting the war.
Oh. Okay, what?
Seems that the Germans are bad. Very bad.
How you wet?
Something to do every day, huh?
Finish school?
I thought you did.
You've been talking about Harvard this and Harvard that.
That's why they call him Professor.
Yes, I haven't finished. So the fuck what?
Yeah, he got defensive.
What did you say?
Literature.
Get out of here, you.
You know, in the last episode, he did feel like really poetic about how he described things. And entering enemy territory, keep on. All right.
She's got 5 minutes.
Dang. Imagine you're just having dinner and then people just storm into your house.
Guy says ain't a Nazi. How are you in all of Germany? I've never met one Nazi.
And then, yeah, where do they go? Wow. Going back, are those the soldiers that surrendered?
Even in defeat, they still know how to march with pride. That's right! You stupid crab bastard!
I didn't expect that from him. That's not the poetic guy that he was. Well, what was the article saying about why we're fighting the war? But did they surrender? It's a really pretty town too. The flowers and.
Okay,
Sarge,
why the hell are you so jumpy, boy?
I'm not jumpy.
Near your heart pounding in Arkansas, boy.
Boy.
Kind of remind you of Bastogne.
Yeah, just not cold and freezing.
Except of course there's no snow.
Right.
And the trees aren't fucking exploding from Kraut artillery.
Can't really enjoy hikes anymore,
Smack
can
it for me,
we?
please. Thank you.
Are we swiping again? And we're swiping here too. So you just go into anyone's house like I get it. We're, in the middle of war. Nah, that's what he was looking for. Wow. I'm surprised she really stood her ground though.
Sure is quiet.
Too quiet. I don't like it. Feel like it's about to start. The shaky cam has begun. Nothing better happened to George. He was the one that hasn't been hit yet, right? What are they sensing? Oh no, it's gonna be him. It's gonna be him. There's a clearing.
Anyone guys see any of the officers holding Nixon?
No.
What? What is it? What is it? What is it? You find Hitler?
We found something.
Frank, what is it?
I don't know, sir.
Dang it, we don't know. Suspense is killing me. Oh, we found the camps, didn't we? Where are the guards? Oh, the guy's on the... Oh, okay, right. Because I remember in episode 1, you guys mentioned that we didn't know about this choking up going into the war. Ah, and look at them covering their mouths. Like, does it smell or is it just shock? I'm sure it's both.
Back.
Oh, looks like they're kind of just on their own here. I don't see any guards or... Okay.
Speak German? Hello, sir.
Where's Webb?
Leave God! Lipton, find me Leave God. Yes.
Is he?
All right, boys. Them water and any spare rations you might have.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, this is reminding me of Anne Frank and... Oh, no.
Jesus, Webb, can you believe this place?
You said the guards left this morning, sir.
Oh.
They burned some of the huts first. Well, the prisoner's still in them, sir. Alive. They didn't have enough ammo for all the prisoners, so
They just left them?
they killed as many as they could before they left the camp.
Oh, they're running.
Someone in town must have told them we were coming.
Will you ask him what kind of camp this is? Why are they here?
He says it's a war camp for, I'm not sure what the word means, sir. Unwanted, disliked, maybe. Doctors, musicians,
Schreiber, Schneider,
tailors,
Juden.
Jews,
Polen, Zigeuner,
Poles and gypsies.
Anstation.
The women's camp is at the next railroad stop.
Look at their arms.
Like cattle.
Okay, I thought we were gonna have like another battle intensive episode or something. I understand why I was warned about this episode.
Keith?
Yeah, this is like the worst thing to walk into when this is like your first real mission.
Find Spears and figure out how the hell to give him some food.
Oh. But do they know about what's... I'm sure they have to know.
Are you gonna tell me that you never smelled the fucking stench?
He says he doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had to know. They had to know. It's right there.
We got more water on the way.
Dick, this Dr. Kent, the regimental surgeon.
Yes, sir. We need to stop giving these men food right now. We give them too much to eat too quickly, they'll eat themselves to death. We need to...
You want us to lock these people back up?
We need to keep them centralized so we can supervise their food intake and medical treatments.
This is hard.
This is... Let's get it done. We found something I believe you ought to see, sir.
Can't tell him that, sir.
Got to, Joe.
Can we explain why? Like why we have to? It's even harder. It's even harder. Please just make sure you explain why. Why? That was tough.
Been finding camps like this all over the place. Seems the Russians liberated one a lot worse. 10 times as big. Execution chambers ovens.
The locals claim that they never even knew the camp existed. They say we're exaggerating.
They're gonna have a hell of an education tomorrow. But every able-bodied German in town aged 14 to 80 to start burying the bodies. That'll begin in the morning.
Oh wow. Yeah, this was why you fight. The bigger picture.
Churches, sir.
Oh, goodness. Just when I thought I was done. Is that the... Is it... I can't even get my words out. Is it the woman from yesterday? That's... Okay. Which brings us back to here. Rebuilding.
Hitler's dead.
Holy shit.
Shot himself in Berlin.
Where?
Is the war over, sir?
No. And we're gonna move out 1 hour.
Why? The man's not home.
My head is pounding. So much tissue. Wow. This episode was so intense. When they began the episode saying that, talking about the Germans and how, like, in any other circumstance we may have been friends. So I thought we were going to have another moment kind of like that. I didn't realize we were going to get into the concentration camps already. Since there's one more episode, I would have thought like we would have ended with something like this. There were other like Polish and gypsies and other people in there as well. Undesirables, I believe is what he said. A lot of these people were native Germans. They were Germans. You know, it's not just all Germans are evil, because a lot of millions of them were in these concentration camps, and there were so many who, you know, like with Anne Frank, people who tried to protect her who were German. There were people who opposed that, and there were people who I'm sure were maybe not aware, maybe not that they were totally oblivious to it. I'm sure they knew, but chose to turn a blind eye, thinking it can't be that bad, or they choose to take the easy route and not think about what's going on and just live their day-to-days and let it happen. And so when you hear those comments like, oh, you know, it can't be that bad, we're exaggerating, and then you cut into the scene where they're helping clean up and they're also getting emotional and crying. Up to that point, they may have also been just as angry with the Americans invading, you know, coming in and causing all this trouble, taking over their homes and doing this and that. But that moment when you see, you know, the atrocities that are going on in your backyard, maybe they didn't believe that it would have been this horrible. Maybe they just thought, you know, because again, during war, when you start to have this propaganda that these people are bad, these people are evil, and they're dehumanized, you don't even think of them as an equal human being anymore. You may not feel as bad that certain things are going on, but they didn't realize it was up to this point. There's a lot that, you know, I could talk about with this episode, but I see my cameras are close to dying, and when I watched Anne Frank, I already kind of went through these emotions as well, and I watched that, I think I was like in 6th grade or so, and it was just so horrific, and there's just so many problems in the world, you know, in the past that we're like, how could this happen? There's no way it could happen. But honestly, in the last few years, we see how like during times of chaos, like people are more inclined to kind of go into some extreme thoughts, and I can totally see how something like this can happen again, which is why it's so important that we are reminded, we are aware of this. You know, people don't like to learn about stuff like this, or people feel like they don't need to keep teaching things like this or harp on it at school, but it's so important that we need to learn about it so that we stop things like that from happening again in the future. We also had the mental toil that it's taking on the soldiers with like Nixon and with Picante, like you can see how much it's weighing on them. And we had that, but then also on the flip side, we got to see why we're fighting this war. When we saw in that article and it said, yeah, the Germans are bad, it's this is, you know, part of the bad stuff that's happening that was important. Can't even imagine what would happen if this kept going. Like if the Germans, if the Axis power, if they won, where would we be now? Like I don't even want to think about that world. First word that comes to mind when I think of this episode, I don't even want to say it, but there was a moment where, you know, they lifted up something like rubble or something, and then you can just see a charred body underneath that was like so just like skin and bones. It's just a very shameful, sad, tragic part of history that I am gonna start getting emotional again, but I can't imagine what they went through. And on a scale of 1 to 5 tissues, this was through the roof, like 100 tissues. I have so many tissues full of my makeup that I could just see there. And like I said, I watched Anne Frank, so and I'm pretty sure I watched Schindler's List as well. And those movies already, you know, you just really, it gets you there. And this just reminded me of all of their individual stories of them just, you know, artists, intellectuals, lawyers, whatever, student, children, just regular people that did not deserve that at all. So predictions, you know, the war has not ended even though Hitler is gone, but at this point, we've definitely hit a turning point. One more episode to go. Hopefully we don't lose anyone else, and this is the final group that we're with permanently, like for the last episode. I am planning to watch the documentary after this, so I just wanted to get that in before this camera dies. Full-length reaction will be available on Patreon. Maybe next episode at the end of the wrap-up I'll have my thoughts more together. I feel like I also need to look into when he was like, no, that's not Mozart, that's Beethoven. I kind of want to look into maybe there was like a deeper meaning behind why they were playing that particular song in that moment. Please stay safe. Please be grateful for everything. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.